Okay, so let's start. Good afternoon to everyone. Now, today in the lab class, we will first see about the implementation of the abstract class, then the implementation of interface, and after that, we will see that using interface how we can perform the program. Then that is, we will see the polymorphism concept also, and if there is a time left we will discuss about the thread program we will show. So first we will start discussion using the abstract class, and we will see the programming of the abstract class. So first, before discussion of the abstract class, we will say that what is the abstract class. Now, if a class is declared as abstract, that means a class name should be there, and before the class name we will mention that keyword abstract. So if a class is abstract, then it can have the abstract or non-abstract method. That means inside of the abstract class there will be the abstract method present. Now what is the definition of the abstract method? The definition of the abstract method is that that particular method doesn't have a body. That particular method, if we declare a method as an abstract, then we call it as the abstract. Only there is no body is there, only the method name, and before that we use the abstract name, then that method is the abstract. Now you can say that what is the difference between, because both the things has the abstract method present inside it, because in the abstract class also we have abstract method present, and for interface also inside the interface there abstract method present. Then what is the difference between them both? The difference between them is, now in the abstract class, if one method inside the class abstract class, only if only one method is abstract, then only we can say that the class is abstract. Or if minimum one method should be a abstract method present, minimum one method. If now let's say the other method which we have, that other method can be normal method, but minimum one method is required. If in a inside a class minimum one method is abstract, then we can call it as the abstract class. But what is the difference of the interface? Inside the interface, if there is any method present, then all of the method should be abstract. Means each and every method that is present inside the interface will be abstract. But in the case of our abstract class, if it is only one method is abstract, then it is okay. Other methods can be abstract or not, it depends. But minimum one method should be required to make a class as an abstract. But inside the interface, it is what all the methods should be present. That is the abstract method. So let's see, first we will see how the abstract class implementation of the abstract method or the implementation of abstract class we will see. Now in this our abstract class following program, we will use a abstract name, we will use an abstract class name shape, and we will have a class name rectangle and circle. And what this abstract class, the class that is doing, it will be inheritance, it will be inheritance the abstract class. So the programming, through programming will show that how the implementation is occurred for the abstract class. Now let's say first we are discussing about the abstract class. So we are naming a class, abstract class, and its name is shape. So this is what this is, shape is a class, shape is a class, and this shape class is what, this is an abstract class. Now inside of this shape class, one method, minimum one method should be present which is abstract. So here we only use in this example, we will use only one abstract method. And that's why if a particular minimum one method is there, then we can call it as the abstract class. So first method we are declaring abstract method, that is abstract void draw. Okay, so you see this method. Now in this method we didn't use any method definition. That means this method doesn't have any body. You see this method, only it is the name of the method is given, and before that the abstract keyword is used. So that means this method has only the name but doesn't have the body. So this is what, so inside of this shape class there is a particular single method is present, and that method is abstract. So that's why we are saying that this class is also the abstract class. Now the next class, that is class, let's say rectangle. This rectangle class extends shape class. That means this shape class is working as like, this shape class is our what? This is our parent class, and this rectangle is what? This rectangle is the child class. So this rectangle child class is extending the parent shape class. Now what is the meaning of this? Now if it is extended, then that means what? Inside the abstract class, the method that is present, if it is abstract, and the child class is doing what? This child class is extending that particular parent class, then that abstract method should be override inside the child class. So that means we will give the implementation of this abstract method inside the child class, because if it is the principle or it is the given that if any abstract method is present and the child class is doing what? Extending that particular method, that means here it is extending this particular class. So that means this method will automatically inherited by this rectangle class. So if that inheritance occur, then what we have to do? We have to override that method. We have to override that method inside the child class. So first we will do what? This void draw, which the abstract method which we have, this abstract method implementation we will give. Now this is the abstract method. So here we are giving its implementation. So overriding, after overriding, we are using system.println and this will print drawing, say rectangle. Okay, so that means what? We have overridden this particular method. Here inside of it we have override. Now what we have to do? Same as that we are using, let's say another class we are using. This is what this class is. Name is circle. Let's say that class name is circle. This is also extending the shape class. So that means what will happen? We have to override the abstract method which is present inside the shape class, because it is inherited. It will directly inherit us because this class is extending. So that means this method should be overridden inside the circle class. So that's why void draw method, and here let's say we will write drawing circle. Okay, so that means what? Now if you remember, this inheritance is what inheritance? This is this inheritance. If you remember, which type of inheritance this is? hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, what is given? That there will be a single parent class, but multiple child class will be there, and this multiple child class will do what? This multiple child class will extend the single or the particular parent class that is present. It will extend. So it is extending shape class. It is also extending shape class. So that means same parent class, these child classes are extending. So that's why this is what this is we call as the hierarchical inheritance. Now we will define the main class. Let's say this is test abstraction. We are naming that abstraction, and inside of it public static void main string args. Okay, now we are doing what? Let's say shape s equal to new circle. Now you see, we didn't use shape s equal to new shape. Why you didn't use that? Shape s equal to new circle we have written, but we didn't hear what this had to be done. Shape s equal to new shape, that is to be done. But this shape class is what? This is an abstract class, and if a class is abstract, that means we cannot create this class object. We cannot, this class cannot be instantiated, or this class object we cannot able to create. So that's why what we have done, you see, new circle. So new keyword is used for creation of the object, creation of the object. But here you see we have used new circle. That means circle class object will be created. Then you are saying that why sir we write this? Yes, you didn't. If you didn't write this, then it is also done. Then you will write circle, then circle object equal to new circle. You can write that also. But for this case, I want to show you. That's why I have written this like this. You see shape S equal to new shape. We didn't write, because if we write, then the error will be shown. Because why? The shape class is the abstract. An abstract class object cannot be created, or the object instantiated cannot be, object can be instantiated. So what will happen? You may write like this, and you may also write like this also. That, let's say you write this also like this. In case of this, you can write this also, that circle, or the object name, let's say you give C, circle C equal to new circle. This statement is also true. It is also true. This statement is also true, because when we use the new keyword specify for the object creation. So here new circle, that means circle class object should be created. So you can write this statement also, you can write this statement also. It is up to you that what you will write. So for this discussion, I have written this statement, shape S equal to new circle. Now, through the object, that means S is what? S is became now the circle class object. S became now the circle class object, because we are creating the circle class object. So S will work like the circle class object. So now with this circle class object, what we are doing with the circle class object, we are calling the draw method. So what will be the output shown? The output will be shown as our drawing circle, because This is the circle class object, and with this circle class object, we are calling the draw method. That means which class draw method we are calling? We are calling the circle class draw method. So that's why it will show drawing the circle. So let first run this program. Test abstraction dot java. Let's say we have stored it like that. Now we will open the command prompt. Inside of this folder I have stored. So in that particular location, I have to go, and then I will run this program. Okay, the program is compiled. Now Java test abstraction. You see, drawing circle. This is showing drawing circle. You see, all of the class which have all of that rectangle class, then our test abstraction, all of these classes, class file is created, and here you see it is showing the our drawing circle. So that means if we see, this is showing drawing circle. Now let's say if we change this as the, what will happen then? New shape. Then you will see the error will be shown. If we do that, you will see the error will be shown. You see, test abstraction error shape is abstract, cannot be instantiated. So that means shape class object we cannot able to create. That's why you see the error is shown. So abstract class, it should be keep in mind that abstract class object we cannot create. Yes, the abstract method that is present in the abstract class, when the child class will extend the abstract class, inside of this child class we can only able to override that abstract method, but we cannot able to create the object of the abstract class. Okay, it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the formation of the abstract class. Now we will see the interface concept. Now here we have already, for this abstraction, let's say another abstract class example I will show. Let's say we copy this, and inside of it another abstract class example will show. Now here you have only seen a abstract method is present. You have only seen a single abstract method, but inside the abstract class, normal method can also be present. There is no restriction that no normal method should be present. inside the abstract class, the normal method can also be present. But one thing you have to keep in mind, one method should be abstract. Minimum one method should be abstract. So let's see that. Let's say this name we are given that bike. Okay. Then inside of it, let's say this is our system. Please mute yourself. Bike is created. Okay. This is what? This is the constructor. So this is the constructor which have, because constructor name and the class name should be same. So this is our constructor we have created. Now there is an abstract method, abstract void run. This is what? This is an abstract method. And now there is what? A normal method. This is a normal method inside of it. It is system.out.println and return so you see in this abstract class there is the constructor, there is a constructor present, this is the constructor, there is a abstract method, this method is abstract, and a normal method is also present. So that means minimum one method is abstract here. Now this is the class, let's say class, a name given Honda, extends the bike. Okay, inside of it, what we are, it is extending the bike. So that means this abstract method override should happen inside this class, inside this child class. The override will happen. So first we'll override that method void run. Inside of it we are providing the println running safely. Okay, so what we have done, we have override that method. We have override that method inside this child class. The abstract method we have override inside the child class. Now our main method class, that is, let's say we are naming as test abstraction 1. Inside of it public void static void main, string args. Now let's say same like that, bike object equal to new Honda. So that means what will happen? the Honda class object will be created. You may write Honda object equal to new Honda also. But here for showing that this bike class object we cannot create it, we have written like that. Bike object equal to new Honda. So that means the Honda class object will be created. Now you see object dot run and object dot change gear. So first save it. So let's see. You see what is showing? It is showing that the object dot run. So first it is showing bike is created, then running safely, and after that the gear is changed. So if we see here, if we see it, then we will see that first what is here. This is what the bike is created. This is our constructor. This is the constructor that is present inside this abstract class. So when this Honda class is extending the bike class, that means inside of this bike class, whatever methods or whatever our constructor that is present will be inherited by this Honda class. And so that means this bike, this method will be inherited. This method will also be inherited. Only so that's why it is not mentioned here. Only what we are doing, the overriding this particular method. But this constructor and this method, it is automatically inherited inside the Honda class. When it is extending, in that time, it is automatically inherited. So no need to write this again. So it is automatically inherited. Only what we are doing, only we are overriding this particular abstract method. So we override that particular method, and when we create the object of the Honda class, and after creation of the object, we call the run method. So it is showing that when this is done, so inside of this, when Honda class is created, then in that time inside of it, what happened inside of it, we have the first, that is bike is created, the constructor is inherited. So that constructor inherited, and in that, in the system.out.println, it is written the bike is created. So the bike is created, it is showing. And then after the run method, in this run method, what happens in this run method, this gear changed, that is written. And running safely, this running safely is what this overwritten method we have override, this method is overwritten there. So that's why when we created the object, then all of the things is what this all of the things have been shown, because this is automatically inherited. This bike is created and gear is changed, these are the automatically created. And this running safely is what we override that particular method inside of the Honda class. So that's why what happened, so when we call that method, all of this have been shown. Okay. It is clear.
Yes, sir.
So now the next we will see the concept of the interface. We'll see the concept of the interface. Okay, so now we will move to the interface concept. Now, interface is what? This interface is already we have discussed. So now in this interface case, we will see that all the method that is present inside the interface will be what? Will be abstract method. No normal method should be present inside of it. No normal method should be present there. So let's see an example of it. So let's say for the case, let's say interface we create, interface printable. This is what, this is a not the abstract class, it is interface, and inside of it void print, and another interface we are using, that interface means name is showable. This is the name of another interface, and inside of it there is show. Now there is a class named, let's say, class A. Class A. Now interface, what happened in the interface? In case of interface, we implement. We always implement in the interface. Implements printable, comma, showable. Now if you observe carefully, then you will see what is this condition. This is using the interface. We are doing what? Using the interface, we are doing the multiple inheritance. Using the inheritance concept, we cannot able to do the multiple inheritance. By using the interface only, we can able to do the multiple inheritance. So this is why you see class A implements this two interface. First one is printable, next one is showable. So you see two interface we are implementing at the same time. So this is what, this is the concept of the multiple inheritance. But we cannot do it as the class A extends printable, comma, showable. In that time the error will be shown. But here you see, using the interface in Java, we can able to perform the multiple inheritance concept. So that is we are performing here. So first, that means what we have to do inside of it. Now this print, inside this printable interface, we have a abstract method that name is print. So that means inside of this class A, we have to override this method, and also we have to override the show method also, because this is the another abstract method. So abstract method, we are implementing this two interface, so we have to override this two particular abstract method inside of this class. So public void. So first abstract method we are doing public void print. We are giving the system.out.println. So what we are doing, we are overriding this. So and another also there, public void show, because this is inside the showable class, both not showable interface. So both interface we are implementing. So both interface, inside the both interface, the particular abstract method should present. We have to override that particular method. So here it will be public void show, and let's say it will show as the welcome. Now inside of it, public static void string and we will create the object equal to new a and obj dot